Welcome back to the channel where we explore interesting facts and curiosities about various topics. Today, we will be diving into the world of movies, including some behind-the-scenes secrets, record-breaking achievements, and iconic moments that have shaped the film industry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Fact 1. Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is a classic American film released in 1939, based on the novel of the same name by Margaret Mitchell. Did you know that the film was the first to win more than 5 Academy Awards, with a total of 10 wins out of 13 nominations? It was also the highest-grossing film of all time until The Sound of Music was released in 1965. Fact 2. Star Wars. Star Wars is a science fiction film series created by George Lucas, with the first film released in 1977. Did you know that the phrase "May the Force be with you" has become a popular cultural catchphrase, even outside of the Star Wars fandom? It has been referenced in other films, TV shows, books, and even political speeches. Fact 3. The Lord of the Rings. The Lord of the Rings is a trilogy of fantasy films directed by Peter Jackson, based on the novels by J.R.R. Tolkien. Did you know that the films were shot back-to-back over a period of 274 days, with a budget of $281 million for all 3 movies? The trilogy went on to win 17 Academy Awards, including Best Picture for the final film, The Return of the King. Fact 4. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a science fiction film released in 1993, directed by Steven Spielberg and based on the novel by Michael Crichton. Did you know that the film used a combination of practical effects and groundbreaking computer-generated imagery (CGI) to bring the dinosaurs to life? It was also the highest-grossing film of all time until Titanic was released the following year. Fact 5. Jaws was a blockbuster hit, but its production was plagued with problems. The mechanical shark, which was meant to be the star of the film, constantly malfunctioned, forcing director Steven Spielberg to shoot around it and rely more on suspenseful music and camera angles to create tension. The film's iconic score, composed by John Williams, is often credited with adding to the movie's sense of fear and excitement. Fact 6. The Coen brothers' film Fargo is known for its quirky characters and dark humor. But did you know that it was inspired by a true story? In 1987, a woman named Helle Crafts disappeared from her Connecticut home, and her husband was eventually convicted of murdering her and disposing of her body using a wood chipper. The Coen brothers used this real-life case as a basis for the plot of their movie, which follows a pregnant police chief as she investigates a series of bizarre crimes in small-town Minnesota. Fact 7. The Godfather is widely regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. But did you know that the studio originally didn't want director Francis Ford Coppola to cast Marlon Brando in the lead role of Vito Corleone? They thought he was too difficult to work with and would be a liability on set. However, Coppola fought for Brando, and the actor ended up giving a legendary performance that earned him an Academy Award. Fact 8. Forrest Gump is a heartwarming film about a man with a low IQ who achieves great success in life. But did you know that the character was almost played by a different actor? The role was originally offered to John Travolta, who turned it down. Other actors who were considered for the part included Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, and John Goodman. Fact 9. The horror classic Psycho was directed by Alfred Hitchcock and starred Anthony Perkins as the disturbed motel owner Norman Bates. But did you know that the movie's famous shower scene, in which Janet Leigh's character is brutally murdered, was shot using over 70 camera angles and took an entire week to film? Despite its graphic nature, the scene contains no nudity or explicit violence. Fact 10. Star Wars is one of the most beloved film franchises of all time, but did you know that the original film almost had a different title? Director George Lucas initially wanted to call the movie The Adventures of Luke Starkiller, but he eventually settled on Star Wars after realizing that it had a more timeless and universal appeal. Movies have the power to transport us to different worlds and evoke a wide range of emotions. From the thrilling suspense of Jaws to the heartwarming story of Forrest Gump, each film has its own unique story to tell. We hope you enjoyed learning these 10 fascinating facts about some of the most iconic movies of all time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content in the future.